morning students. So already we can be discussed about the in the electricity lesson. So next we can be discuss about the environment, our environment. So you know that what is the environment? So in our daily life we can be seen in the various things, is it? So maybe plants, animals, and also some of the temperature, sunlight, water. So all these things should be we can be seeing that one. So all these constitute we can be called as the environment. So in this chapter we can be discuss about the what is the meaning of environment. So introduction, what is the meaning of introduction, and also what is the objectives of environment, and also what are the basic components of the ecosystem, and also food chain, and also food web we can be discussed. So first one is food. So what is the meaning of environment? So you know that the physical and biological world where we live is called our environment. So the physical means whatever we can be living. So that is we can be called as the physical environment. Biological means those are the living components. That is we can be called as the biological. So these two components we can be called as the what? Environment. So maybe physical means maybe temperature, sunlight, water, all these we can be called as the physical environment. Biological means those are the living organisms. The environment physical surrounding is like maybe air, water, body, soil, and organisms such as the plants and animals included to the process can be called as the bacteria and fungi. All these constantly should be depend upon the one to each other. So the all constant environment interact with the continuously with the balancing of the environment in a natural way. So these physical and also biological factors both are the biologically they can be maintain the environment also. That is the you can be called as the environment. There is a continuous interaction between the physical and also biological factors. That is we can be called as the environment. So next one is what is the objectives of study of this environment. So after this one, what is the components of ecosystem? What is the basic components of ecosystem? So next one is what is the meaning of food chain and also food web. So thirdly, what are the activities that affect our environment? Ozone layer, how should be the ozone layer should be depletion, and what are the effect of that one? How can be the waste should be disposal. So lastly we can be how can be the waste management we can be managed. All these components all these objectives we can be learned this lesson. So first one is what are the components of ecosystem. So see the picture here. So here ecosystem it means that conclude the living organisms. So that is you can be called as the biotic factors and also abiotic factors. So biotic factors means those are the living organisms. That is you can be called as the biotic factors such as plants, animals, and also microorganisms. So like that. As well as physical environment, that is abiotic factors means weather, soil, earth, sun, climate, rocks, minerals, all these we can be called as the what? Physical environment. So all these you can be called as a component of ecosystem, both biotic and also abiotic components. So ecosystem is maintained very delicate balance. So it should be very delicate balance. Various human activities should be threatened to by this balance. So whatever our human activities like mining is there, and also construction of the new buildings, water population increases, all these can be depend upon our needs. Then also they can be imbalance in the nature also. So first one is natural disasters. So you know that natural disasters maybe rainy season we have the flood. We can be covered with the flood, storms, and also like a volcanic eruptions. These are all affect the ecosystem. So maybe once the flood should be come, what happen? So whatever the upper layer of the soil is there should be the erosion. Soil erosion should be occurred, and also land should be barren, and also sometimes volcanic eruption should be affected to this ecosystem. So next one is you know that daily we have one of the basic problem we can be due to the population growth. So when the population should be growth, the demand of the meat should be also increases, and also climate should be changes. Whether 25 to 30 years back, whatever climate is there, should be also today it can be not seen, and also whatever resources exploitations, maybe fossil fuels, we can use petrol, diesel, coal, all these can be depend upon that one. So this is the components of ecosystem. So maybe we can be deforestation, and also whatever trees are there, they can be also we can be cut down for our needs because of our development of civilization. So components of ecosystem, it is based on the manner in which organisms obtain the sustenance of the environment. They are grouped in the producer, consumers, and decomposers. So all these we can be classified into three types. One is producers, consumers, and decomposers. So producers means you know that plants which can be produce their own food with the help of sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. That is why we can be called as the plants, or we can be called as the producers. So like that, all green plants and certain bacteria which can be produced by the photosynthesis are called producers. So next one is consumers. So consumers means those who are the consumed, the producers, that is we can be called as the consumers. So maybe here you can be seeing the deer, is it? So that should be also we can be called as the consumers. The organism which consume the producer either directly produces or indirectly feeding on the other consumer by other consumers are called consumers. So those are the producer can be eaten by the other animals, that is we can be called as the consumers. Consumer can be classified into four types. Again, herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous, and also parasites. Herbivorous means those are the grass-eating animals, that is we can be called as the herbivorous. Carnivorous means those are the flesh-eating animals, that is we can be called as the carnivorous. Omnivorous means both flesh-eating and also plant-eating, that is we can be called as the omnivorous. Lastly, we can be called as the parasite. Those are the depend upon the other decomposed living organism, that is we can be called as the parasites. So like that, the microorganisms comprising bacteria, fungi, which can be break down the dead remains and waste product of the organism, that is we can be called as the decomposers, or we can be called as the parasites. So like that, the organism which can be decomposed, maybe they can be break down the complex food substances into simple organism into the soil and used up by the plants. Whatever it can be called as the manure. So that manure means it should be prepared by the whatever that microorganism, maybe it can be called as the nitrosomonas bacteria, that can be helpful for the atmospheric nitrogen will be converted into ammonia. So that should be helpful for the breakdown of the complex organic molecules into simpler ones, and then they can be used for the plants also. So before you can be discussed to next chapter, so some of the questions we can be arised on. The interactive system formed in the association of the biotic community and physical environment is called what? So it is called as the ecosystem, bio or biosphere, or it can be called as the atmosphere. So what is the correct answer? So it is called as the ecosystem. Is it? So next question. Food chain and also food webs. So what is the meaning of food chains? So in environment we also seen in the various type of the food chains also. A food chain also describes the whole energy and nutrients should be moved to the ecosystem. So how should be the energy and also nutrients move in the ecosystems? So for example, grasshopper, frog to snake, snake to hawk. So that is also one of the example of the food web we can be called as that one. So like that, a food chain should be grasshopper, frog to snake, snake to final consumer. So lastly we can be called as the decomposer like a fungi. The food chain, the food nutrients and energy are transferred to one living organism through another in the form of the food. So for example, see here, grass is the food for grasshopper, grasshopper is the food for the frog, frog is food for the snake, like that the snake is food for the hawk, hawk is when the hawk is dead, then it is the food for the fungi, means it will be called as the decomposers. So like that, one should be the depend upon the other in the nature, that is we can be called as the food web. So next one is, so for example, the autotrophs or producer of the first trophic level. So you know that 90% of the organism which can be depend upon the food for the plants, that is the we can be called as the first trophic level of the producers. They fix up the solar energy being available for the autotroph to the consumer because they can be observe the sunlight, is it? So that is the we can be called as the fix of the solar energy, and that should be available for the autotrophs and also consumers also. Food chain and also food web. So in food chains we can be called as the herbivorous animals. So for example, grasshopper we can be called as the herbivorous. So that is the primary consumer of the come to second, small carnivores or the secondary consumer of the third, and large carnivores are the tertiary consumer for the fourth trophic level. Here first trophic level is the primary consumer, we can be called as the first trophic level. So next day frog is the secondary consumer, is it? So here grasshopper in this diagram. So grasshopper is the what? Primary consumer, is it? So like that frog is can be called as the secondary consumer. Snake is we can be called as the tertiary consumer. Hawk is we can be called as the final consumer or fourth trophic level. So here grasshopper is the first trophic level, this is the second trophic level, this is the we can be called as the third and also fourth trophic level of the food chain. So you know that plants should be prepared their own food with the help of sunlight, water and minerals, and also they can be prepared to the given to the absorb the carbon dioxide and also give to the oxygen, is it? So whatever final product is there, that is we can be called as the food, maybe proteins, lipids, carbohydrates. So there should be made up of the we can be called as the sugars, which means carbohydrates. The autotrophs capture the energy present in sunlight, which can be converted into chemical energy. You already know that the plants which can be prepared their own food, that is they can be called as the conversion of the sunlight into chemical energy. The energy support all activities of the living world. From autotrophs, the energy goes to the heterotrophs, and then it should be go to the decomposer. Whenever we can be human beings, we can be called as also heterotrophs, then it should be called as the go to the decomposers also. How should be the flow of energy in the ecosystem? So you already know that the flow of energy in the ecosystem means it should be unidirectional. Only it should be go to the one direction, that is we can be called as the unidirection. So you know that the green plants which can be terrestrial ecosystem which can be capture about 1% of the sunlight energy. So whatever plants are there in the world, so they can be absorb the sunlight, only the 1% of the solar energy which can be passed on their leaves and converted into food energy. After that one, the energy should be moved to the one organism to another organism through 10% of the network. So when green plants are eaten by the primary consumer, suppose here see this diagram. So here cow should be eaten by the grasses, is it? So the greater energy is lost to heat of the environment. When we consume the food, so the energy should be lost by the heat. So then some amount of the goes by the digestion and doing the work, the rest go to the towards and reproduction. So whatever we can use to the food, so that is the used for the working purposes. The remaining average 10% of the food is eaten, turned into wool and also made available for the next level of the consumer. It means it can be used to the only 10%. After that one, it should be moved to the other organism. That is the consumers. After consumer, they can go to the parasites also. When we didn't decay, this should be also it can be seen to that one. So therefore, the 10% of the eaten by the average for the amount of organic matter that present in the each step and reaches to the next level. So see here. So primary consumer means we have the 10,000 joules, is it? So after that one, we should be go to the primary producer. It means 10,000 joules. Then primary consumer grasshopper should be used to the 10% reduce means it should be 1000 joules. Again, you can be seen in the this grasshopper to the frog. It should be go to the what? Another 10% should be reduced means it should be 100 joule of the energy. Lastly, we can be hawk. This is our tertiary consumers. So this is also you can be seen in the 10% of the energy which can be transformed to one organism level to another organism level. So this food should be flow in the ecosystem. Since so little energy is available for the next level of the consumer. See here, 10,000 joule means which can be go to the primary consumer means it should be only 1000, then it should be go to the 100, so then it can be go to the 10 joules. So little amount of the energy should be the next level of the consumer. Food chain generally consists of only 3 or 4 steps. So maybe their question should be asked for that one. How why food chain level should be only limited for the 3 or 4? Because of these reasons we can be called that one, because only 10% of the energy should be moved to the one energy level into another energy level. So you can be seeing the remains for the only 4 profit level. So next one is, there are generally greater number of the individuals, the lower profit level of the ecosystem, the greater number is the producers. So if you observe that one, so producers means which is a greater number of the individuals, the lower profit level. We know that producer means green plants, so which can be abundant in the nature. So because of it is the greatest number of the producers. The length and complexity of the food chain is vary greatly. So depend upon the, we have to in the nature also various different type of the food chain can be seen. Each organism is the generally eaten by the 2 or more kind of the food chains. Yes, it is eaten by the several other things. So see here, plant to the grasshopper to the, it can be seen in the bird to eagle. Is it? So like that, here you can be seen mouse. So is it mouse to snake to kite. So like that, another one is rabbit to the wild cat to the lion. So like that, rabbit goes to the jackal, and also tree to goat to the jackal. So we are these to the various kinds of the food chains also we can be seen. Instead of straight line food chain, the relationship can be shown in the series of branching is called food web. So this can be called as the food web. It means they can be, one animal should be eaten by the more than the 2 or more living organism. Hence it is called as the more. It is called as the food web. The energy should be flowing the diagram. From the energy flow diagram, you can be 2 things should be clear. So what are the point means? Firstly, the flow of energy. So whatever the flow of energy is there, it is always unidirectional, only one direction. For example, mouse to snake to kite. Is it? So that is also one direction. Like rabbit to the wild cat. So the flow of energy is unidirectional. The energy that is captured by the autotroph does not revert back to the solar input. So whatever grasshopper should be eaten by the grass, that energy should not be go to the again reverse back, and also the reverse back to the solar input, and the energy which passes into the herbivores does not come back to the autotrophs. Whatever energy should be flow to the herbivores, that should not be come back to the autotrophs. So how does some harmful chemicals enter our body through food chains? So is it possible? Yes. So it is also possible from the food chain also some poisonous materials should be entered to our body. So some harmful chemicals which enter our body due to the several pesticides. Whatever you can use it for the agriculture purpose, you can use to the some pesticides and also other chemicals which can be used for our protection of crops, that can be entered to our body also. The chemicals which are either washed down into soil or into the water bodies, which can be moved to the some nearest water bodies, they can be entered to the some fishes. Is it? That fishes we can be eaten to the ground, that can be poison should be entered to our body also. So see here, whatever air pollution is there, some of the sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, all these should be come to the our. There is some of the fatigue we have to some of the feeling of the fatigue. Sometimes we can be headache. So some of the water pollution also occur. So soil concentration should be also decreases. Go by the pH should be also decreases. Is it? So that should be affected to the our environment. It means it is also called as a biomagnification. It means the concentration of the poisonous material which can be entered to the one trophic level to another trophic level, that is it can be called as the biomagnifications. From the soil, these are absorbed by the plants along with water and minerals from the water bodies. These are taken up by the aquatic plants and animals. So whatever soil, so pesticides or some chemicals can be used to that one. So that can be absorbed by the plants. When the rainwater should be come down, they can be the runoff to the water bodies. The aquatic plants and animals should be absorbed to that one. So see here, primary consumers, then secondary consumer, tertiary consumer, and also finally final consumer, or it can be called as the fourth level, trophic level. So yes, the chemicals which are not degradable. So you can know about the biodegradable and also non-biodegradable materials. The biodegradable means sewage water can be called as the biodegradable. But some of the chemicals, detergent which are there, which is called as the non-biodegradable wastes. For example, DDT also we can be called that one. Yes, they can be accumulatively, progressively in each trophic level. So in any food chains, so human beings are also kept in the first trophic level. Why means this food chain is the maximum concentration of these chemicals can get accumulated to our bodies. See here. So phytoplanktons, so that is the first level. Then phyto is plants. So phytoplanktons, then they will go to the zooplanktons. Zooplanktons can be eaten by the small fishes to the, it can be called as the big fishes. Here example of the tuna. Then we can be eaten by that poison should be eaten to our body. So the maximum concentration of these chemicals get accumulated in our bodies. This phenomenon is known as the biological magnifications. Here, जो phytoplankton is, there is a little amount of the poisonous or toxic should be contained. After that one, they can become to the small fish to big fish. When we eat to the big fish, we have to that level. This is the reason why our food grains such as wheat and rice, vegetables, fruits, and even meat contain varying amount of the pesticide residue. So for these reasons only, so we have to the whatever rice, wheat, and also even meat contain varying amount of the pesticide residue. They cannot always be removed by the washing or other means. So whatever the already poisonous chemicals are already they have, but it cannot be easily washable to that one. Maybe meat or some grains also. So all these concepts we can be conclude that one. So what is the first question means? First order consumers. So which is the first order consumers? So here given the options: carnivorous, herbivorous, decomposers, and also omnivorous. So first order consumer means it is herbivorous. So second question: the flow of energy in an ecosystem. So it is always unidirectional. So it is unidirectional. Is it only one direction can be seen? Next question: the organism which convert complex organic components of food dead bodies into simple organic molecules, it can be called as the what? Microorganisms, decomposers, transformers, converters. So what is the answers? So it should be called as the decomposers. So fourth question: name of the process in which harmful chemical items in the food chain get transferred in the each level of the food chain. So maybe it is called as the what? Biomagnification. Is it? So the correct answer is biomagnification. So this is the brief explanation of the environment and what is the meaning of the environment, what are the components of the ecosystem, and what is the meaning of food chain, food web, and also biomagnification. Thank you and all.